What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Songbird. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. To be honest with you, I was expecting something god-awful. I thought this was gonna be just a torture session, a nightmare to sit through. But you know what? Songbird is actually not that bad. It's not one of the best this year, but it's certainly not one of this year's worst. The film's frequent use of lens flares and shaky handheld camera can be a turn-off. Plus, the story is predictable as hell. But overall, it's surprisingly thrilling. The writers found a generic yet suspenseful way of telling a quarantine story by emphasizing tyranny and forbidden love. Two of the oldest things in the world that could get anybody passionately riled up. Written by Adam Mason and Simon Boyce and directed by Adam Mason, produced by Michael Bay, in Songbird, the COVID-23 has mutated and the world is in its fourth year of lockdown. Infected Americans are ripped from their homes and forced into quarantine camps known as Q zones, from which there is no escape. A fearless courier named Nico, who's immune to the pathogen, finds hope and love with Sarah, though her lockdown prohibits them from physical contact. When Sarah is believed to have become infected, Nico races desperately across the barren streets of LA in search of the only thing that can save her from imprisonment, or worse. Starring KJ Apa, Sophia Carson, Craig Robinson, Bradley Whitford, Peter Stormare, Alexandra Daddario, Paul Walter Hauser, and Demi Moore. The concept kinda scares the shit out of me. What if COVID is still around years from now and turns our neighborhood into something like the movie 28 Days Later? But if you're looking for layers or depth or any sort of character development, you probably won't get it here. But as paper-thin as their arcs may be, the characters in Songbird do cross paths in a way where everybody gets what's coming to them. In other words, extremely satisfying. Plus, you have an exciting cast ensemble. Bradley Whitford and Demi Moore are deliciously wicked as a super sketchy wealthy couple. Alexandra Daddario is fabulous as an artist with a secret. One of the most underrated supporting actors, Paul Walter Hauser, plays a badass veteran with a killer drone. And of course, you can't get a more perfect choice to play the big bad guy than your resident Hollywood villain, Peter Stormare. At the heart of the story are two lovebirds, played by fan favorites KJ Apa and Sophia Carson, both of whom did a wonderful job of performing pandemic styles of Romeo and Juliet. I read somewhere that this is the first full-length feature to shoot in Los Angeles entirely during this pandemic. So whether or not you like Songbird, this film has made history. And as you'll notice when you watch this movie, they've cleverly set it up so that either the characters would wear hazmat suits, or they're divided by a car glass, or there's a considerable distance between them without their even having to think about it. So they really have thought this through, and they incorporated the safety guidelines into the build-up and the resolve. Some of the rules are broken in some of the scenes, but it's for obvious reasons. So, would I categorize Songbird as a popcorn Saturday night thriller movie? Yes. Yes, I would.